Hey, what's up everyone? Squirrely here. Thank you so much for joining me as always. So, you guys asked for it and I'm going to deliver. We're on the second video of a new series that I just started where I'm rating and reviewing people's backpacks, because in TF2, it's not just about how good you are, it's about how cool you look, what kind of swag you have, and your backpack tells a lot about your history. You know, what class do you main? What weapons do you like to use? Are you a collector? Do you have fancy items, rare items, expensive items, glitched items? Like, there's this whole story you can tell just by looking at someone's backpack. So it's really fun to look at there. It's kind of like taking a tour through someone's house or the garage and seeing their hobbies and things. So today in this video, probably the most requested person after Uncle Dane was Banny. A lot of people really wanted to see Banny's backpack. Obviously, Banny is known for being a very high-level competitive player. A lot of people would actually probably consider him to be like the Michael Jordan of TF2 because he's been at the top for so long. He's won so many championships, whether it's online, in person, and lands. He's been playing for many, many years at the highest level. He's good at so many classes. He's kind of like the epitome of the competitive player in TF2, but none of that matters, Banny, because you want to look at your backpack. What's your backpack like? What kind of swag do you have? These are the real important things when you're playing TF2. So we're going to look at that today, rating and reviewing Banny's backpack. Let's take a quick look at his backpack, scroll through here, see if we can find anything interesting. And wait a second, what was that? Banny, what's going on here? What's with the bananas? So many bananas. Is there like a collector's banana I'm not aware of or something? What's going on here? Is this Mr. Slin's profile? No, it says Banny. Huh, interesting. Well, all jokes aside, let's look at his backpack here and see, just clicking on unusuals, we can see here in the filters, 83 unusuals. That's a lot of unusuals. Even if they're cheap, that's a lot of unusuals. And some of them are pretty nice. One of the other things you will notice through Banny's backpack is that I believe almost all of his items, or at least the ones that are, worth a good amount of money, are donated. So of course, if you're a public figure, you're a streamer, YouTuber, sometimes people would donate things to you. But I think in Banny's case, almost everything he has in his backpack, I believe, has been donated. I don't think he does very much unboxing. And if he does, he's going to give it away or have some kind of a event with his followers, his subscribers. So most of these things, I would assume if you look at the history or had a time machine, they were donated to him, which is crazy to think someone has 80-something unusuals and probably almost all of them were donated. And some of them are very nice. Unusuals are nice and all that other stuff, but let's take a look at his competitive badges because Banny's obviously known for being a competitive player. And this is one of the biggest collections you will see of competitive badges. And one thing to mention is that these are not even counting ESEA. As far as I know, this might be incorrect. ESEA, I don't believe ever gave out badges, or maybe they did a very, very long time ago, but these are all pretty much invite. Look at this, invite. He has a couple gold, I think, in here. Other LAN events and things that are really cool. Like some of these are very unique, cool-looking competitive badges. But if you want to look for someone at the highest level has like the nicest competitive badges, a collection of them that you're ever going to find, Banny's probably up there. We have a good, 3 pages or so of just competitive badges, maybe 3.5 pages of competitive badges, a ton of history here. Imagine all the different games, events, tournaments, teams, people have come and gone. So a really, really cool collection. Just something you're not going to see very often in these backpacks. It's just a really big collection of high-level competitive badges. There's so much experience here. It's crazy. Something I also like to search for when I'm looking at backpacks is if they have any spelled items, because I had the largest collection of spells a long time ago, so I like to see what people have nowadays. And you can see this is pretty nice here. A strange double-spelled grenade launcher, very nice. Australian scattergun, some nice parts on there spelled as well, like the highest tier, kill streak on here, Team Shine. Another spelled item on here. So he has them on unusuals, he has them on weapons, he has them on stranges. Let's see what else he has on here. A lot of exorcism, voices from below, team spirit footprints. He's got some nice footprints on here. Some footprints as well. Let's see what other spells. Ooh, earbuds, they're very nice. That's one thing I kind of wish I kept one version of earbuds. I had a handful of spelled earbuds in my days. This one looks good too. And it's a craft number. Whoa, that is actually really nice. A good, very popular craft number on 100 and double spelled. I have no idea, probably a donation, but I have no idea what this would actually sell for now. And I'd like to look into that. And then this one here, probably the highest tier spelled footprints you can have on earbuds as well. So the earbuds is one thing. That and max heads, I wish I never sold my spelled versions because they were just so fun to wear. They looked really good, and having them spelled was nice too. Now let's take a look at his stranges. See if he has any unique stranges, interesting stranges, any really high kills on his stranges, things like that. Looks like he has some bot killers on here. He has no kills on any of these, so apparently he hasn't used any of these. These are probably all donations, some stranges that are Pretty decent. Let me see if we find any. Yeah, these don't have any kills on a band. You gotta use these. All right, he has one Elise Strange he's been using quite a bit. Professional Market Gardener, good collection. But let's see if he has a good amount of Australians. A bunch of Strange Pain Trains. This is very important to have a bunch of these. Although I'm a little bit let down. None of these have kills. These should all be Hail Zone by now, Benny. Here we go. Now we're seeing some Australians. Professional Kill Streak. You got to have a Strange Original. Very nice on here. So a good collection of Stranges for sure. This is gifted to himself. Obviously, that's price manipulation. So if he ever sells this, he's going to increase the price. Of course, joking, but a nice scattergun. Strange Festive. Got a very nice professional kit on it. Really, really expensive, nice parts on here, as well as it's spelled, gifted by himself. You know, the whole thing. That's a really nice item. More Australians. He's got a nice collection of Stranges. I mean, he has 9 pages of Stranges, and they're all pretty good Stranges, from hats to weapons. Oh my dog. I don't know what that's from. It's probably an inside joke or something. More Strange professional items. Some war paints on here. It doesn't look like he cares that much about the war paints. I'm guessing because they're gifts, but he doesn't really have a whole lot of factory new war paints, things like that. It looks like they're just kind of anything and everything. I used to have one of these. I like that a lot. I actually had a glitched one. Looked pretty cool. More Australians on here. Good collection. Let's see his flog. All right, cool. Professional flog. Rocket launcher, of course. Benny plays a lot of soldier and demo. You got to have at least Australians on your main class on here. More Strange Originals. Yeah, Strange Classic. Decent amount of Stranges, I got to say. Holiday Punch, very good option. Very good item to have, and Strange on here. These are gifted from friends. So you can see a lot of these items have no kills on them, no points whatsoever, because they are donations, but a really good collection. So these are something that'd be good to either rank up or even just give away, because everyone loves Stranges, of course. But what I want to highlight is right here. So this is a very special item. This is something that it's not just a regular scattergun, you know, it's worth 30 or 40 cents, whatever. This is literally a priceless item because it is from Yomps. And if you don't know the story of Yomps, look this up on YouTube, respect him. It's a video showing the respects to one of the most fun guys to watch just play TF2. He seemed like a super fun, happy-go-lucky, very young man with a lot of potential, a big, bright future ahead of him. And unfortunately, his life was ended shortly. Earlier this year, he passed away. So I never even met him or talked to him, but just seeing him play and watching him interact with his teammates, he just seemed like such a fun guy to be around. And a very, very sad story, but I am glad that Banny does have something from him, because this is priceless. You know, this is one of those things you're never going to sell, and it literally just means the world to have something like this in his memory. Just to see his name there, you know, brings, even for me, flashbacks and just hard feelings of when I heard the news that he passed away. So a very, very special item on here. But Banny's backpack, since a lot of these items, like I said, are donated or gifted to him, it's just like all over the place. But he does have a collection, if you were curious, of this cow war paint, this bovine blazemaker. I don't know why. I think this is a full collection of the bovine cow war paints, which, I don't know, just kind of cracked me up. Something I was not expecting to see. A big collection of random war paints in here, different skins and wares. Some of them as well are, you know, pretty nice, factory new. Some of these can be expensive, but kind of just a big mix of war paints. So if you're a war paint guy, he's got a good amount of war paints in here. Finally, let's take a look on BackpackTF to show you guys a couple of different things that I think are interesting. Number one is look at his ranking. Top 600 backpack. That is very impressive, actually. That is a big landmark, a big achievement for even like trader mains out there. To get in the top like 5,000 or 1,000 is a big deal. But top 600 is pretty darn good. And you can see on his value down here, they kind of have some estimates. But if you look over here, his backpack over time, this is pretty cool to see, I think, in my mind. 2013, you know, over time, he's been playing competitive. He's been streaming, building his YouTube channel, building his audience, and just backpack has grown with him, which is kind of just a cool metric to watch. And if you look over here, we sort by value just to see. So as of now, his most expensive item is around 300 keys. Frostbite BOA, a very nice item. This is his rack. He's had this for a long time. I think it's one of his main sets he wears for Soldier. Just some really nice items. These aren't necessarily like crazy expensive, but he has a lot of them. A good amount of expensive items. Max heads, Australians, multi-class hats, all-class hats, earbuds, just a good variety of stuff. Good chunk of keys here. Let me also sort it by, sometimes it's easier to kind of see them if you do it by actual quality. So here's everything he has for genuine, a bunch of the competitive badges we talked about, a lot of his old school vintage items that he has, all of his unusuals that he has on here, a bunch of unique items, and then his keys. Let's see if he has anything at the bottom that's like unpriced. A bunch of dueling badges. So if you ever want to duel Banny, he's ready to go. He has a ton of badges for dueling. And then also pans. He doesn't have a golden pan, although that was a fun collaboration. I'll link you guys down below to the golden pan challenge that I challenged Banny to, and I believe he got 22 kill streak with a pan.
So I'm gonna party up here with Squirrely. He's said he's gonna drop me his golden pan, and then I'm gonna frag with it, and we're gonna watch it in all its shiny glory. Oh, you think you can reflect me? Not a chance. Ah!
What was it? 31, 32?
Nah, 22. That's definitely the best I'm gonna get.
Let's see if there's anything else. Here's his banana collection. Anything else? Another collection out here. Volcano fragment. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe Banny is secretly building up some collector items here. Also has a Cheater's Lament. That's a really old school item. No other way to get it. You know, I don't remember what year it was exactly they gave these out, but you can see it's not tradable. I think it's one of the coolest items in the game, actually, and it's actually a miscellaneous. Proof of purchase as well from a long time ago when he bought the game. Anything else? Anything else? His strange collection, a ton of nice Australians on here. Keep going. He has a lot of stuff on here. His collection of collector's items, some pretty nice stuff on here. Gifted from somebody. Some pretty expensive items as well. So I think that's cool. People who have collector's items. All of his war paints. An unusual weapon. I didn't even see this. Unusual weapon, pretty nice. He has it on a pistol as well. Let's see if there's anything else we're missing real quick. And that's it. Ooh, this one. Nice. Strange, field-tested, isotope. That's a really nice one. I like that war paint as well. And also a hot one and a scatter gun. All right, now we've all seen Banny's backpack. It's time to give it a rating. Now, this is tough to do because there's a bunch of different categories and things I have to keep in mind. But overall, you can't deny the fact that Banny has a very nice backpack, right? Whether you say he got them all from donations or not, he still has a nice backpack. So I would give him a B+, which is still a really good score, right? A B+ is still passing grade. It's on the honor roll. It's very close to an A-. As far as competitive badges, you know, I don't think anyone has a better backpack of high-level competitive wins, you know, platinum, invite championships, multiple times. So in that category, super nice. Also, as far as expensive items, right? A top 600 backpack, you know, all class has unusual weapons, war paints, stranges, Australians, like some really, really nice stuff. The only thing I think we could ding him on is the fact that he's a competitive player, so he doesn't really care as much about personalizing his backpack, right? He doesn't have a lot of like renamed items or collection of items that he wears or like loadouts that he likes to sport a lot. He kind of just uses whatever he needs to win. I think it's cool that Banny has a nice backpack and he's not just all competitive badges and like no nice items. People like to see what other people are wearing. So the fact that he has some swag while he's winning invite or he's winning a game is actually kind of cool. All right, well, that is going to wrap it up. Episode 2 of rating and reviewing backpacks. We just did Banny's. So down below in the comments, let me know who I should do next, which backpack I should take a look at, as well as, does your backpack beat Banny? Can you beat him in 1v1? Can you beat him in anything? But thank you guys for joining me as always. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends if you guys are new to the channel, as well as I have a Steam group down below. If you don't mind joining that, that helps you be notified. New videos, giveaways, all that other fun stuff. So have a good one. Hope to see you on the West Coast Casual or Uncle Topia soon. And yeah, don't forget to say hi and what's up. Have a good one. Peace.
Soldier!